Hey guys, it's Glenn from the Functional Movement Club, and today we're just going to go through my squat warm-up. So this is a perfect group of exercises to go through and do before you get into any squat or any really lower limb workouts or movements. So we're going to start off just with our trusty foam roller. We're going to we're going to foam roll out our quads first. So just lengthways, we're just going to go through. So rolling up and down the entirety of that muscle. We're just going to do 3 to 5 sweeps. Then from there, roll down just to the bottom. Then we're just going to add in a little bit of movement. So just bending the knee up towards, or bending the foot up towards the bum, bending the knee. We're just going to extend and flex that knee. So we're going to do 3 to 5 sweeps down the bottom. Then we're going to go 3 to 5 sweeps up the top. If you find any particular tight or sore spots, hang out there, spend a bit more time in there, and just sort of start to get a bit of blood flow into that tissue, decrease the sensitivity through those quads so that they can sort of contract and relax a bit freer. Then, once you've done one side, obviously you want to go through and do the other. So, again, just rolling through that entirety of the muscle, so right on the top, right down through the bottom, get up as close to that hip bone as you can. Again, just scanning, finding any tight or sore spots. And then that's really where you want to hang out in and just add in that little bit of movement. So 3 to 5 down the top, down the bottom. Then we'll move into that midsection. And then we're going to move right up towards that hip for us. So good. Then I'll just spend a bit of time there. Then we're going to go into the adductors or the groin muscles. So foam roller is going to flip around the other way. We're just going to roll up and down to the inside of that thigh. Again, more as like a sweeping technique. Any spots that you find that are particularly sore or tight, we're just going to spend a little bit more time in there. So then once you've rolled out, you've done your little scouring, then you're just going to sort of press in. We're going to again bend and extend that knee. Just feeling like that muscle starting to glide underneath that foam roller. A bit nicer, a bit easier. Then we'll move up into that mid-thigh. Again, 3 to 5 more sweeps. And then working our way as close into your groin as you can get. We're going to do another 3 or 5. Good. Then we'll go other side. Again, just scouring, having a feel, getting appreciation for your tissue and how it's feeling today. That'll sort of dictate how hard you can push throughout your workout as well. So then from there, down the bottom, 5 sweeps, into the middle, 5 sweeps, and right up the top. And a few sweeps. Good. Then we can pop the foam roller away. We're going to get into our couch stretch. So just opening up the front of that hip capsule now. So place your foot up on a box. Remember, we don't want to be cranking that ankle up against the wall. We want to still maintain or work in a nice ankle range. We don't want to be putting too much stress through here, otherwise we'll compensate through the lower back. So leg up just on a nice comfortable platform, tilting that pelvis under, trying to push up towards the ceiling, trying to tuck those ribs under as well. Will give us a nice stretch just through the front of your quads or through the front of your thigh. So from here, hanging out in this position for a minute. Good option to get a little bit more burn through this is also just to squeeze the bum. So if you squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward a little bit without arching through that back, then that's also going to help accentuate or target the front of that thigh for you. Once we've done a minute, change up sides. Again, going from ghetto booties, so stick your bum out, into sort of that tucked, nice, prim, proper booty, and really accentuating or feeling that stretch through the front of the thigh, squeezing that glute just to help sort of push it along, open up the front of that hip a little bit more. Good, so again, another minute on this side. Once we're done with that, we can pop it away. If your lower back is particularly feeling tight, then we're going to grab a ball and we're just going to pop the legs up on a box, get into your QL. So ball just goes in a nice little pocket between sort of your hip and your rib bone. The reason why I like doing a QL release in this position is we can dictate how much pressure we're putting into that lower back by lifting the feet up or pushing the heels into the box or releasing them off. So obviously releasing them off, you're going to be able to put a bit more pressure into the ball. If it's a little bit tender, you can just sort of push the heels down, lift the back up. So again, just rolling around in that lower back, making sure you're sort of taking notice of any tight or sore spots. Then we're just going to add in a little bit of movement with this. So your QL, runs from the top of the pelvis or top of the hip into the bottom of the ribs. And sort of their extensor will help you come back up and hold you in that upright position when you're walking around. So we're just going to do the opposite motion of that. We're going to bring the knee up to the chest. We're going to tuck that pelvis under a little bit. And we're just going to lengthen out that QL. So once you're here again, 3 to 5 spots, just feeling any foot sort of tight or shouldn't say painful, but yeah, any spots that are a little bit tighter than the others or just not feeling the same. And we're just going to work through there for about a minute. Then we're going to roll over, we'll go on to the other side. Again, just have a little bit of a roll around, finding any tight or sore spots. If you want, you can really sink into it by letting those legs come up. Then we're just going to add in that movement again. And again, you don't want to be spending too much time on your warm-up. You just want to sort of be preparing the body for the workout. There shouldn't be a workout in itself. Good. So once we've done that, then my thing that I find is quite often neglected whenever we're going through and doing squat warm-ups. Everyone talks about our glute activation, but no one really talks about getting your hip flexors fired up. So for this one, we're going to grab just a light band, keeping on the floor. We're just going to pop that around the knees. Knees will come up to 90 degrees. Then we're going to do a little bit of a psoas march. So we're going to push one leg out while keeping the other leg still and come back in. And so for this one, what you should feel is the core starts to engage, or that trunk starts to engage. We're also holding that stationary leg up with our hip flexor. And then the leg that extends out, we should be pushing out with sort of our glutes and our hamstrings. So now we're starting to get a little bit of muscle activation going in the patterns that we want to be using whenever we're doing any of our squat or lower limb techniques. So we're just going to do 10 on each side. By the end, you should feel, just that trunk switched on, the midsection's ready for some lifting. And we're starting to get a little bit of that glute activation going for us. So key things to look out for here is we just want to keep that one leg stationary, and we want to finish the movement before we extend the other leg out. We don't want to just be doing bicycle kicks where we're going willy-nilly and we don't have very much pelvic control. So kicking out, come back in, kicking out, come back in. So we're going to do 2 sets of 20 of that. And then we're going to pop up for some glute activation. So grab a bit of a heavier band if you like for this one. Just going to pop up just above the knees. Always pulls out a few hairs if you don't have long shorts on. Then from there, hands are going to go onto the bum or the glutes, and they're just going to make sure that we're working in that right area. So hands on back of the bum. We call these the Elvis Presley, so we're going to drop one leg in. We're going to push the knee out, in, out, and we should be feeling that towards the back of the hip. We're just going to do 10 on one side, keeping the other side reasonably still. Then we're going to switch over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we want to be in a nice athletic stance, forward bend of about 45 degrees here, and then we're going to extend out with one leg, come back in, keeping tension on the band the whole time as we go through this movement. We want it to be reasonably nice, and we want to keep it nice and smooth. So we don't want to be really jerky and wobbling around a lot. We want to keep those hips nice and level and coming back in. So next, we're just going to go into some sit to stands. So we've come back to that nice position. We just can use a box just to sort of measure our level from here, keeping tension on the band. We're just going to sit down, let those hamstrings touch the box or just graze the box, and we're going to come back up. So we're going to do 10 of those as well. So this is a good area where we can start to work on our squat technique, ensure that we're pushing back through those hips and we're starting to feel it in the glutes.